One thing just right off the bat to announce Canton Kaumatule is, what is the official term now, medically retired. So they had to shut him down, so he'll remain here on scholarship seeking his degree, but obviously not with the football team. So he and Ratu are kind of in that same category from Ratu from right at the end of tail end of fall camp, and then Canton just most recently. So
back to defensive lineman Gary Baker has had to play a lot, maybe because of Canton's injuries. What have you seen from him in his development the last 2 games, and how did he perform against that USC front?
He did some good things. He's another guy. Wayne Kirby's another guy that have just been young and inconsistent, and pad level. Their pad level's been inconsistent. Kind of fitting has been inconsistent. But those guys, we think, have a very bright future. They just need to play, and particularly that's a difficult lesson when you're going up whoever against a guy like Wheeler or Banner, and if your pads are high, you lose, and you learn that lesson quickly.
This Stanford-Oregon game is one that's held a lot of weight over the last several years. Doesn't really hold that this year. Does the week feel any different than those previous years against Stanford at all?
It shouldn't, and really it can't. And this team right now needs to step up and improve and compete like heck. Every single day, culminating in Saturday. They're playing a lot better than they have earlier in the year. Made a kind of the quarterback change, and then went back to Christ, and they're re-energized, and I think that's combined with getting a healthier McCaffrey, playing really well defensively, causing a bunch of problems for people, and special teams has always been outstanding.
I know Christian McCaffrey has been a little banged up this year, but talking with John Neal yesterday, he said that even with him not being completely healthy, it's kind of like fighting Mike Tyson in his 20s. You just kind of have to go out swinging. What have you seen out of him from this season alone?
I think he just hasn't been in there as much, but when he's been in there, he's been fantastic. He broke however many tackles against K-State on that 197-yard punt return that got called back. He's had a bunch of plays like that in the special teams area in the return game, and then also on offense. And so he's looked every bit the weapon. They're using him very similarly to how they have in the past. It's just not as much. I think part of that, maybe due to something they know. Part of that is Irwin and Owusu and some of those other guys that are getting involved. The other tailbacks that have been involved. Love is an outstanding player, 20, and so yeah. But they're incorporating him as a Wildcat quarterback, moving him all around. Still a returner. He's a very good player.
Assistant coaches like to use analogies, I guess. Coach Greatwood saying that Solomon Thomas is the straw that stirs the drink up front for Stanford. As you look at a guy like that, I mean, how do you stop a physical presence up front?
See, that's a state of mind of a guy who's working with 4 freshmen right there. We know where his mind is post practice. No, he's really good. He has always been a significant factor. It looks like he's kind of leaned up a little bit and is playing. He plays kind of on the nose, on the guard, on the tackle, outside. They've moved him around, and they have a great package of odd stuff that they do, a great package of 4-3 stuff that they do out of the same personnel. And he is a huge force for them right now.